Welcome viewers to the second week of T10 Triangle Cricket League T10 Blast here at Church Street Park. We got Hellraisers versus Samp Army, where Hellraisers are batting first and Samp Army are bowling. And with me, I got Anirudh Bolasetti with me today, commentating, and I am Aaron Buddha. We're going to be hosting you guys with this beautiful day and this game today. How are you, Anirudh?
I'm good. How are you, Aaron?
I'm doing well. You excited for this game?
Yeah, definitely excited. It should be a great game of cricket here at Church Street Park. We've had some exciting games over the last week and should be able to get some more.
Yeah, it's going to be... Let's see how the pitch acts. It's been pretty cloudy this whole week. There hasn't been any sun at all. I'm pretty curious to see how this pitch is going to react. Let's see who the opener batters are for the Hellraisers. Looks like Govinda is going to be taking strike with Shravan. And the opening bowler for Samp Army is going to be Varun Plapuri.
Yeah, Varun Plapuri had a great performance against Stars last week. Govinda started off nicely when he played last week against the Sultans. So these are people who are coming off some nice performances. They'll be looking to do the same this week.
All right, first ball coming in, right outside off stump. It's going to be a wide. Yep, it is wide. Called by the umpire.
There does seem to be a bit of outwards movement as it just, goes outside that blue line and will be called a wide.
Yeah, definitely some movement over there. We got some overcast conditions, so hopefully that will help the bowlers.
But it's really well known. It's like this whole treatise on like kind of the like philosophical.
Oh, that was a big movement right outside off stump. Looks like it pitched and like went way outside off. Another wide.
As we mentioned last week, there's a bit of grass on the pitch, so they'll be looking to hit that off-stump line and maybe could catch an edge straight through to the keeper.
It's like I don't think I could do it. It's like I don't know.
Varun Plapuri gives 2 runs straight up. But we saw this last week with Abhiram Bolasetti, and he was able to pick a few wickets after. So it's just about coming back strong as he gets his line in length and looks to rush a quick single, but is unable to. As Varun Plapuri, he just starts to get his line right, and he'll be looking to hit that line in length every time and ask the batsman to go for a shot, and then he can look to pick wickets from there.
Yeah, good line, good start so far from him, a good line. I know the first 2 balls were wide, but a good comeback from him. Oh, again outside off stump, looking to slash, but it's going to be another wide. Looks like he just needs to control that line, and since he's getting that movement, he needs to take advantage of it so the ball doesn't get old and use that ball that's swinging outside.
For both sides, we've seen that the power play is very important, whether it be the bowling team or the batting team. The batting team will be looking to get off to a flyer of a start, while the bowling team will be looking to just hit the areas and pick up some early wickets and put them right back on the back foot.
Oh, shot through the cover, straight down the ground. Looks like it's going to be a boundary, and it is. The umpire is calling 4. And Govinda is going to be off strike. No, he is on strike. That's 4 runs for him.
It seemed like he just got a bit full on that occasion, and he went for the shot that he'd been looking for in the previous deliveries, and this time he middled it. He just got it wide of mid-off, and he'll get a nice boundary.
Yeah, that was definitely pitched full, and Govinda took advantage of that. The ball looked like it was traveling pretty well today, so There hasn't been any rain. Oh, full toss right outside off stump, looking to steal a single, straight to the fielder, and looking to come back. There's nobody here covering the ball, and looks like you're going to come back for a second. So a little bit of misfield from Samp Army.
Yeah, you know, in these games you can't be giving away runs through overthrows. You got to make sure that you're backing up at the right ends, and that just seems to be a bit sloppy from Samp Army there, front up.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's T10. Every run matters. Every run out matters. Every overthrow matters. So there's very little margin of error. A little bit outside off again, trying to slash it, but could not at that moment.
Yeah, that shot that he looked to kind of, you know, hit it over mid-on, and the outwards movement was just a bit too much. I would have liked him to play that shot that he previously stroked on the ground for 4. You know, a lot of people now in T10 are thinking, you know, if we can hit the ball in the air, that'll work. But, you know, just stroking the ball along the ground and past the inner field can get you quick boundaries.
Yeah, and there's definitely no long off over there, so he's trying to go over long off and covers. There's only one fielder. I think that's a sweeper I see. So he's definitely trying to get that ball over the long off and the mid off for a boundary, but he could not.
Yeah, that would be called another wide. It seemed that mid-wicket was deep as well, as he just kind of brings him into the circle, meaning he'll be looking to target that outside off line more, and that's his 4th wide for the over. So he'll be looking to come back and see if he can pick a wicket and end the over well, because there's still 2 balls to go.
Yeah, that was a good move, bringing that deep mid wicket back inside in the 30-yard circle, because he's balling that off on the off line, and he's looking to swing offside as well. So there's no point of keeping that fielder on the deep mid wicket. Oh, there's a good comeback from Warren. That's a great line. That's the line he needs to keep.
Yeah, as you can see, the long off went back, so Varun can be a lot more comfortable bowling into that 4th stump, 5th stump line, because now if he's bowling with that deep mid wicket out, he has the fear of getting hit over the top of mid off. But now with the long off going out, he can comfortably bowl that outwards movement, going away, a bit of grass in the pitch, can look to get an edge.
Another full delivery, but there's a fielder down on long off this time. Looking for 2, but no, sends him back. Yeah, you're right. I mean, the ball before that, he would have gone harder, but when he saw that long off push back, you know, he was more tentative at that time. So end of the over, first over, 10 runs. Hopefully we get some big scoring and big hits this time. Last week we didn't see as much big hits, and that's what you would expect in T10, but it's not always about big hitting. It's all about rotating the strike and keep that scorecard ticking.
Yeah, scorecard ticking is definitely important. Those 1s and 2s can be very important, but you need to make sure you punish those bad balls. Only high-scoring game we saw was last week on Friday when the Prism IT Pirates were able to get the first 100 in T10 format. So, you know, Hellraisers, with the start that they've just given, they'll be looking to get that, but there's still a very long way to go.
Yeah, Prism ID scored the highest over there. That was a great game, a good batting showcase from Prism IDs. So let's see if we have another 100 scored by a team this week.
Yeah, we'll be seeing Preet Patel come in to bowl to Govinda. Govinda looked very nice last over. He was looking to take an attack over the inner circle. So we'll see if he'll be looking to do the same this over, or just, you know, get himself his eye in and look to go from the next overs.
Slightly short, trying to pull that, but straight to mid-on. Just stealing that 1 run.
Yeah, you have to run hard in T10 because every run matters. You got to look to hit the ball into the gaps. The better deliveries, you have to look to hit it in the gaps and run hard. And, you know, that's when the mistakes from the field can come. You can get overthrows, you can get misfields. That's when you can sneak extra runs. As we saw earlier in the first over, when there's an overthrow from short covers as they look to sneak a run, and there was no backup there. They were able to get 2 for a ball that probably should have been 0.
Yeah, that definitely should not have been a run. I think the fielder was a little bit slower to react, So we got Sherman facing his first delivery. Govinda had faced all 6 deliveries, or I would say more than 6 deliveries of Varun. So first ball for Shravan.
That's you saw that it kind of just started near to the wide line, and you saw a huge movement away after hitting the pitch, and that's what caused it to be wide. I think if you can get a bit straighter on that off-stump line, it'll be very tough to get that away for runs.
Yeah, this time he's definitely have a deep cover and a long off. So he's inviting him to hit that ball across the line and hit it right through the covers. It was right outside off stump. I don't think that was called a wide.
Yeah, it just seems to be a similar field that we saw last over. So we just, hoping to hit that offside length and ask him to hit into his deep fielders and take singles, because T10 as a bowler, you'll be fine with 6-7 runs and over. As long as you're not giving away boundaries, I think you'll be pretty content.
Yeah, another short pitch delivery straight to the fielder, backward point. Looking for there's another confusion, but looks like he made it right back.
Yeah, there could have been a quick run-out opportunity there at the bowler's end, but the batsmen were able to get in between the wickets pretty fast. And that's the thing, when you're playing in auction-based tournaments, the batsmen don't as well know each other, so it becomes tougher to communicate between the wickets as batsmen and as fielders and bowlers. It becomes very tough. As over the years, when you play together, you start to learn about each other, their strengths and weaknesses.
Yeah, these guys definitely been only playing 1 week. Oh, slashed over the point, but backward point, but falls safely. Looks like they're going to steal 2 runs. That's a good ball, but you see the tension already from the Hellraisers here, trying to just go for the bad balls like you mentioned. Any bad balls, this is T10, you got to go for it. If not, just respect the bowler and try to rotate the strike. And in that case, he slashed it over the backward point for 2.
Preet and Varun have both been getting that movement away, so they're just kind of looking to hit that outside off line with 2 men out, but there's always going to be that slash over third man that is going to allow the batsman to get to. So that's a risk they're going to be clearly willing to take.
Yeah, we've seen a good bounce so far from the pitch, so hasn't been a uneven pitch so far. Another short pitch delivery, straight long on coming, but looks like a long off, and falls in no man's land for 1.
Yeah, the batsmen, even though the fielders are there, they're just looking to take them on. They know how important this power play is, and if they can get off to a flyer or a start here, they can set themselves up for big innings. And once you get anywhere upwards of 80, I think in T10 format on this tough pitch, it's very tough for the opposing team to chase that down.
Oh, that was a perfect delivery, shaping away from the batsman. What a comeback from the bowler. Looks like it's going to be end of the over. 2 overs gone, 17. A good run rate so far. A good intent by the Hellraisers. And as you mentioned, 80 looks like it's going to be a good target. Anything above 70, 80, and it's always difficult to chase on this ground.
Yeah, that's a very good delivery. I think if Preet can look to hit that pretty consistently, I would like to bring a slip in, and just as he pushes at that ball, he could get an edge to slip, or maybe even a gully, and that's when you can start to pick wickets. Yeah, we talk about a lot of dots in this format, but you still need to pick wickets, because if you allow the batsman to set up a platform for the rest 10 to come in and just swing at it, you can be in some big trouble at that point.
Yeah, they definitely need to attack. Can't be defensive. You got to be smart with the fielders too. As the captain plays a very important role in T10, setting those fields. It's not just about setting a defensive field and let them try to go for it as well. So I do agree with the way the ball is shaping out. They should definitely keep, like a gully or a second slip or first slip. Let them try to. They're trying to slash that, so they want that edge to come through to the keeper or a slip or the gully. So.
Yeah, in terms of when you're bowling in the power play, you need to try to take some wickets up front. So, you have your fielders out where you think the ball is going to go. The rest 7, maybe you have like 2 in the circle that's protecting a boundary, and you want the rest 5, in for a catching position. That's where the slip comes into play. As you see the Prince Patel, a left arm off spinner coming. So he'll be turning the ball away, and he has a deep mid in place and a long off. And I think, that means he'll be looking to bowl a bit of a straighter line. he can't afford to get too wide if he's not going to have his sweeper in the outer circle.
Yeah, I'm pretty curious how this spinner comes in play, but I was kind of disappointed. I wanted to see another over from one of the basers as the ball was kind of moving away and it was doing a lot for the ballers. So not sure if this is a good move from the captain of Samp Army or not. So let's see.
As he just strokes it down the ground to long off for what should be a single. And you just look at these games over the past week, and you think that the Pacers have had a bigger impact in terms of how well they can do. The Spinners have had a great impact, but I think the Pacers, it's more of a pace pitch here. There's extra bounce, there's a bit of nip and extra movement. So the spinner can come into play, but I would like to see maybe Varun get another over, as he was just starting to get his line in length.
Yeah, that's right. Or if they don't want to use him, just use another baser. Since the ball is moving. Another shot delivery from the baller here, and then it looks like there's a fielder right on deep mid wicket looking for two, and looks like they might make it comfortably for two.
It just looks like that Prince is bowling a bit flatter and it's sliding on. So instead of having that rather cow corner-ish deep mid, I would like him to bring around maybe for the pull shot, as it's just sliding through a bit, as the umpire calls a short run. It'll just be called as a single.
Yeah, it looks like he's just trying to skid it and not looking to turn. That's what we've seen so far from the first two deliveries from Prince Patel. And it might be easier to pick a spinner on this wicket. The first two deliveries was pretty easier. Another short delivery, but could not get that away. There was nobody in the back on the third man or his deep square, so he's definitely was looking to score that one, but I think he was pretty disappointed.
Yeah, you can see that angle that he's generating. It's going to be tough to get it through to deep fine for a boundary, as he just taps it down to short third. It's easier to just kind of play that ball in front of you, look to take a single, and wait till he bowls that delivery into your arc, and that's where you can look to swing it away over the top of the circle.
Yeah, plus with that angle, it is definitely hard. I mean, that last ball from Prince Patel, I mean, that was a lot of an extra bounce from him as a spinner, and it turned as well, so it's a good sign for the spinner so far. Another short delivery, extra bounce, and looking to just one single over there.
There is a bit of turn in this wicket, but you can just see how it's just sliding through the batsman. You can see how Shravan and Govind on the pull shot, they've been a bit late because of that, unexpected, skid through. And if it's like this before the dew sets in, we're gonna have to think, once the dew sets in, how fast is this wicket gonna be playing? As he will be looking to complete his over tidily, and it'll just be a single at mid-off, and that'll end the over. After the power play, they're 22 for 0 after 3 overs. I would like to see another over from Preet Patel. Maybe if he can get a little bit of movement in, and kind of just have his men for that ball outside off, a deep third, deep extra. As we'll be waiting to find out who we're going to see bowling.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it's going to be Preet Patel. It looks like it's Ritesh, I believe, is his name, the owner of Samp Army, looking to ball. So another spinner coming in, no fast baller. I'm sure you're disappointed to see that as well.
Yeah, definitely is a bit disappointing, but I think it makes sense that they're holding Varun and Preet back for those death overs when, the Hellraisers, if they can build a platform at that point, it'll be very hard to stop them. So it makes sense to hold them back as well. It seems to be Ritesh Patel. He's a very good left-arm off spinner. He'll be just looking to hit his lengths and, have 5 out and, ask the batsman to go for a shot, and then he can look to pick wickets from there.
Yeah, but I also feel like they should just go for the wickets. Use one of those space ballers where the ball was moving to get those quick wickets, because once Hellraisers gets on that quick start, which they have, they're 22 in 3 overs. They're looking good so far, so they definitely need those quick wickets. And then T10, you know how it is very effective once you have wickets in hand and you have still a couple more overs to go.
Yeah, I do believe Kahan Sakarwala is in this team. He is one of their youth players. He does bowl pace. So maybe I would have liked to seen him, get an over in here. And you can hold Preet and Varun still back for those overs. And, you can target with another pacer and see if he can pick that wicket.
Yeah, looks like for a couple minutes delay, we're back. Ritesh coming in strike. Oh, it's going to be a short delivery down the leg, and he's definitely took advantage of that. And there's a fielder chasing it. It doesn't look like he will not chase it. It's going to be a 4 runs. A little bit looser delivery from Ritesh, so I'll give him the benefit of the doubt since it was his first ball.
Yeah, it seemed like they were looking for that shot last over on Prince, but Prince was just bowling a bit quicker through the air, and it was sliding through. They were unable to get it. The same angle, a bit slower, and he was able to move quickly, knowing and understanding the pitch that it played from last over. And just that prior knowledge allows him to get a boundary. As he'll be looking to come back on his second ball, obviously the first ball is always not your best because you're just warming up. So he'll be looking to get back. There's another one down leg and just edged through the third man, I believe, or...
I think it might be a wide.
It's called as a leg by.
Oh, leg by, okay. Yeah, another loose delivery from the bowler here. Looks like he's definitely will be thinking of coming back.
Yeah, we'll be just looking to kind of hit that length on off stump. With the angle, it's very tough to get elevation on the left arm spinner. As he goes down leg again, should be called a wide. And maybe if he's not able to get his line right, try the left arm around and look to get your angle from there, and then you can kind of switch back over to the more unorthodox way of bowling for a left arm off spinner, which is coming over to the righty.
Yeah, or you can just keep mixing it up like he did. He was a little bit quicker in that last delivery. Was that an edge? No. That was a good loopy ball from the bowler, but it looks like the batsman Govinda missed that opportunity because it's straight in his arc. He has 2 fielders though on long on and mid deep in wicket, so if he wanted to go, he would had to go really hard, and he did that, but he definitely missed it.
Yeah, and that's just kind of what you can see that Ritesh Patel is challenging him to. He's saying, if you think you can clear that long off, long on boundary, go for it. But I have my people there, as he just gets his line and length right, and he looks to slog him over mid-wicket. And Ritesh Patel picks up the first wicket for Samp Army. Just gets that length right, and it just hits into leg stump.
Yeah, like you had mentioned, he wanted him to go for it. He was inviting him to go for it, and that was a good bowling, good thinking by the bowler, and he completely missed it through his gates and bowled. So a wicket for Hellraisers, Samp Army. Govinda goes for 13, facing 13 deliveries.
Yeah, that's a huge loss. Govinda's a very good batsman. As we saw bits and pieces today, he was looking pretty nicely. But he'll have to depart as I said, picking up wickets is pretty key to make sure they don't build that platform. As it seems to be Parin Patel comes to the crease for Hellraisers. So yeah, he'll just be looking to build an innings, take an over or two just to kind of get himself in, and then look to go ballistic.
Oh, up in the air! Looks like he definitely mistimed that one. It was a top edge, and the bowler could not get hold of that. He was not quick enough, but a good start. Looks like a shaky start from Parin, but let's see. He's a good batsman. I've seen him bat before. Another short delivery, but this time straight to the fielder and no run. So a good comeback from Ritesh Patel. Looks like that's going to be an over. So it looks like it's going to be 4 overs done, 28 for 1. Hellraisers. As
you can note on that last ball, it's a good field placement. He was just a little bit guilty of sliding down the leg side, and he placed his fine leg in there just to save a few runs. And I think he just started to get into a bit of a rhythm there, and was able to pick a wicket. And when you come in early on this type of a pitch, you want to try to play straight down to long off, long on. Just playing that V a little bit and look to take singles, and then you can try to open up into your into different shots and different areas of scoring.
Yeah, dot balls are very crucial in this T10 tournament, so you gotta keep rotating the strike. If You gotta keep the scoreboard ticking. But Ritesh, he balled pretty well, came back pretty well. We might see a new bowler coming in again.
Seems to be Abdul Hamid, if I'm not wrong. He does bowl off spin. He gives a little bit of loop on it, and on these bigger boundaries, I think that can be very useful because of the fact that when they look to go and challenge those deep fielders, you can take catches on the boundary, and it's just about challenging the batsman to do something that's they're not used to doing.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, he's a smart bowler. He knows it's a big ground. He's going to loop the ball. As we said, that was a full toss, though, took advantage of it. Fielder coming through to cut that down, and he does a good field down in the outfielding by, I think that was Sarman Patel. That was a quick 2. So yeah, he's definitely gonna. He's a loopy bowler. He's gonna invite the batsman to hit him. He spread the field already, so I think his power play is already done. So let's see if.
And as you can observe on that last delivery, Parn Patel ran very hard, and that's important in T10. Running those hard singles, running those hard doubles, as we mentioned before, because every single run matters. When as the format shrinks down, there's less room for mistakes, and there's less room to not put that full effort. As Abdul Hamid picks up the second wicket for Samp Army Warriors, and they're 30 for 2 and 4.2, and the wickets just seem to be toppling.
Yeah, I guess the spinners are doing the job. I mean, they came back. Ritesh took the first wicket for Samp Army, and now Abdul Hamid taking the second one. So, not sure if they know that they're weak in playing spinners. I'm not sure if they did their homework or not, but yeah, 2 quick wickets gone back to back overs. So they need to build his innings now.
If you look on, both wickets, it just seemed that there's a bit of pressure building, and that's how you can pick wickets in T10. When the pressure builds, the batsman will try something, and then you can pick your wickets. Seems to be Nehal Parekh comes to the crease for the Hellraisers. And again, these two will just be looking to take some singles and doubles and get their momentum going and look to open from there. Look to open up their shots from there.
Yeah, Nehal Parekh, new batsman coming in. He's definitely going to be looking to rotate the strike, get off the strike. That's the safest place to be, is the non-striker's end. So another looped up delivery and placed well down to the covers for 1.
Yeah, if you look at the field placement, it's a bit interesting. You don't see a deep sweeper. It's more of a deep, straight extra covers. So that kind of indicates to the batsman that Abdul Hamid will be looking to pitch every delivery up, because if he does get short, he can be cut away for a quick boundary there, as that's kind of the length he went for, and got a little bit of extra bounce off that delivery.
Yeah, I've definitely seen some extra bounce from the spinners, which is pretty surprising to me. Good sign, though. It's got a good bounce. There's a good mix-up from him as well. He didn't keep the same ball looping it up, because that's what they're expecting it. So, and he was a little bit quicker as well. This time straight down, another one through the covers just for 1. So smart batting from Parin.
Yeah, in T10 you need to be able to know what variations you have, and you have to have control over those, because if you can use those, that can be very effective in terms of getting dots and getting wickets.
Yeah, it looks like that was the end of over. So it looks like it's 5 overs gone, 32 for 2. Not a bad start from both sides. They got some runs on the board. We got quick 2 wickets from the bowling team.
Yeah, I think these next 2 to 3 overs decide a lot of it, because if Hellraisers can keep from not losing any wickets and just rotate 6-7 runs and over, they can look to hit at the end and look to boost their score to 75-80, and that's what's been a very defendable score here on Church Street Park. But if Samp Army Warriors, as they go back to their first wicket taker, can take a few wickets, then that's where you can turn that game, as he starts off with a wide down leg, and it's when that fine leg starts to come into play a bit.
Yeah, he just got to be careful there. There's a deep square fielder looking for that shot, trying to get that catch. Good delivery from the bowler there, this time straighter one. And looks like the feet were not moving. So that's where you just need to like come down the ground, play straight bat, try to get that single because they got 2 fielders, long on and.
Yeah, you see on both of those last 2 deliveries, it's just a bit of extra bounce, and that's making it very tough for Parin to be able to play on the up. So, you know, you can try to get a little bit down the track and just meet the pitch of the ball and look to hit down the ground for a single and, you know, if hit in the gap for 2. As he pulls that away, there's a man there.
Through his hands and goes for a 6. That was a good try by the fielder.
That would have been one of the best catches we probably have seen in T10 if he had taken that. As, you know, we were just talking about there being a man down at deep square looking for the catch, and it just burst through his hands all the way. And Parin Patel, he'll be happy that he was just able to get his innings going a bit.
Yeah, that was a quick shot. He was quick on that. We didn't see that from the first 2 batters who got out. They were trying to... Oh, that was a quick straight delivery, but it looks like the umpire was not interested. But yeah, Parin definitely jumped on that pretty well and hit it hard as well too. So it was pretty hard for the fielder to get that, but he did. It was a really good effort from the fielder.
Yeah, in terms of getting those singles on the leg side, you just have to look to get bat to ball because there is no short mid in play. So if they get bat to ball onto the leg side, it's a quick single, and you know, if ran hard even too. So I would like to see from Parin, instead of looking to hit it hard, if he can just tap it into that gap, you know, they can look to take a quick single, and it's just about rotating that and switching up that strike.
Yeah, he can see there's nobody on the left. There's nobody in the 30-yard circle on his left. So everybody's on the ground. That was well played from Parin Patel, coming down, playing straight, but didn't get no run. So end of 6 overs, 39 for 2. Got slowed down a little bit.
Yeah, just slow down a bit, but as I said, their target is going to be meeting 6 to 7 runs without any wickets in the next 2-3 overs, and that's what they've done. They had a 6 and they had a wide. They got 7 runs, didn't lose a wicket. So by 8 overs, if 7 or 8 overs, they can look to be at, you know, 50, 55. In the last 2 overs, they can look to get 20, and, you know, if lucky, 25 even.
Yeah.
That's when it becomes defendable. And apart, you know, we even saw 63 defended last game. So anything here, if bowled into the right spots, can be very, very tough for the...
Abdullah?
As it seems to be Abdul Hamid getting another over to Nehal Parekh. He digs out that Yorker to cover point, and they steal a quick single.
Yeah, Abdul Hamid coming back. The two bowlers that brought them back, since they were the ones who took the 2 wickets. So the next 2 overs are definitely going to be pretty challenging to see what. Oh, a quick run, a quick throw too, but looks like the fielder made a Nehal Parekh. A quick run there. That was good running.
The batsmen between the wickets seem to have a clear chemistry, and it seems to be easy for them to run between the wickets on these quick singles. They're able to hit to the fielders on the circle and run quickly, and that just proves how much chemistry they have in between the wickets. As Abdul Hamid comes through and he just pulls it into the gap, looking to run 2. Parin Patel will come back, and it's thrown to the keeper's end, and his throw was pretty short, and he was able to reach his ground. It's just about those 1s and 2s, like we talked about. As Abdul Hamid will be looking to just get a bit fuller, as that one was just a bit guilty of bowling a bit too short, and he was able to work it away into the leg side.
Another short delivery, but looking for a quick 2. It looks like Nehal Parekh was a little bit slow. Oh, he looks like he's going to come back, and he did. A bad throw, and a little bit confusion between the 2 batsmen. Like you mentioned earlier before this game, I mean, these guys usually don't play with each other, and this is probably the second game they're playing with each other. So having that understanding with your partner comes in time as well.
these last two deliveries for Abdul Hamid. He wants to end well because for the batsmen, they're just going to be looking to just take singles and not do anything crazy and lose their wicket at the end of the 7th over, as he'll have one delivery left to Nail Park. If he can just get on the stumps, maybe the pitch can do some magic for him. It's outside off, and they'll get through for a quick single to point. And Paran Patel, how quick is he between the wickets?
Yeah, that was quick. He knew it was his danger end, and he ran quick, and that was a good running between wickets. So as long as Hellraisers are doing well, I mean, they're keeping their wickets intact, and as long as they have wickets in hand, I think it'll be a good last few overs from Hellraisers. So smart batting, looking to rotate the strike, and it's going to be 7 overs, 46 for 2, Hellraisers.
And T10 is such a quick formatted game. It seems that we just got here and 7 overs are already done, 70% of the innings. As seems to be a pacer coming. Now Prince Patel, the captain, he bowled in the power play from the other end. He'll be just finishing up what we'll probably say as at the middle overs. I think you'll probably be seeing Preet and Varun to finish up the death overs. As this over, they'll just be looking to take singles, 7-8 runs, and look to go hard at the ball from there. And if they can get to, as I said, 75-80, that's more than enough.
Yeah, I think you're right. I mean, Prince Patel, the captain, coming in to ball the 8th over, and he's going to have Varun and Prince Patel come in to ball the last 2 overs. So he's going to be looking for another wicket here. Another short delivery, a quicker one, but couldn't connect it. But looks like it's going to be a leg bye down for a single.
Yeah, from the left arm off spinners, we've seen a few drag downs going down the leg side, and that's why the fine leg has there. He'll be looking to kind of get his line. If he can pick a wicket here, he can just put Hellraisers on the back foot entering into the death overs.
Yeah, he's mixing it up pretty well. He just need to get that line right. Once he does, I think he'll definitely get that wicket. I mean, this time he was right outside off stump and looking to slash it. There was nobody in the sweeper, but missed it. So no run, a dot ball.
Yeah, we talked about the field is set for full deliveries and will just be leg buys, I believe, through the third man. It wasn't that much of an interested appeal from the bowler, but he'll just be looking to get his line in length again.
Yeah, that was quicker through the air. He's definitely mixing it up. Letting the batsman guess what's the next ball going to be like. So good smart bowling from him. A little bit short delivery. Looks like there's somebody in deep square and just for one.
Yeah, he just switched his angle up. He came from around the wickets diagonal.
I think it's easier when you come diagonal, the left arm, to kind of slog sweep or pull it on the leg side, then come in. Looks like he's changing it again now for this batsman. Straight.
Yeah, we haven't seen much turn. So if he is coming over the wickets, it's an angle away, which is tougher to get into the leg side. And yeah, that'll be given out. I don't know if that was required, that second run. You know, we've seen Paran be pretty quick between the wickets, but that wasn't his danger end, and Nail Park seems to have called in. He'll be well short of his ground. As 7.4 overs, their third wicket is lost for 50 runs, and just entering into these death overs, Hellraisers are put onto the back foot.
All right, new batsman in is Vivek Ubale. Paran back on strike, looking to get that single on the last ball, and he does. So he's going to be looking to get that strike in the 9th over. So 8 overs done, 51 for 3.
Yeah, those are very smart options. Just trying to get the ball through the gap of third man and point, because you can get boundaries there. because the field for a spinner is always in. So if he does get a bit wide, you can look to just kind of stay on the back foot and cut into that backwards point area. As it seems to be Surnam Patel with the ball. I was predicting either Varun Papuri or Preet Patel, but they're choosing to go with the spinners. They've been very effective today, so maybe that is the right decision.
Yeah, I was gonna say we were gonna look to see the Pacers, but the spinners have been doing a pretty good job by containing their runs and getting their wickets as well. So he wanted to stick with the spinner, and Surnam Patel come with his first over in the ninth over. So Parin Patel on strike, coming down the track, looking for a quick 2. We got fresh legs, so he does definitely make it. That was a good throw by the fielder, but I think Parin was quicker than him.
The boundaries are pretty big, but at this point, anything into the deep is going to be looking for 2. Because then if they can steal those kind of runs, singles turning to doubles, slowly you've made up an extra 5 to 10 runs.
Yeah, it's a big ground, so you definitely have time to do that, get that 2 runs. So, and they took advantage of that.
Surnam Patel is a bit full on the outside off, and again, go to the keeper's end, but he made 2 pretty easily. Parin Patel, he's so quick between the wickets, and he's stealing runs here at this point from the Samp Army Warriors.
Yeah, that was a big dive from Parin. He knew he was in trouble, but he was quick. And there was a quick throw from the fielder as well, but that big dive definitely saved him. So a good 2 runs again from Parin Patel. Looks like the field has been they got a lot of fielders on the boundary line, so trying to push another 2 maybe. Straight down the ground, through his hands, and he's going to be disappointed. It was not hit as hard as like I thought it was, but stealing that 1 run.
Yeah, even I thought Surnam thought it was a bit faster than it actually came. It's just a bit early on it, and it just popped through his hands as Parin is awarded a second life. This will be Vivek Ubale's first delivery, and I think he'll just be looking to give Parin strikes. Parin is the set batsman at the crease, so he's played 19 deliveries and swings it over extra covers. Doesn't get much timing. He'll just get a single.
Yeah, that was definitely a miss hit from him, and nobody in the 30-yard to get that ball, but fielder. As we see the lights come on, it's always beautiful to see these lights come on at this time.
Yeah, for sure. It's always a beautiful sight when the lights come on. It's so picturesque because that's the shot that they were probably looking for.
There's no fielder.
He didn't get maximum timing, but maybe they can come for 3 here as Vivek Ubale is very quick between the wickets. This is some really good piece of running here, as we haven't seen a boundary this over, but they've got 9 runs ever so easily.
Yeah, I'm not sure when we saw a boundary last.
I believe it was at 6 in, I believe it was at 6 in Ritesh Patel's over square leg that just burst through the hands.
Oh, that's right. You were right. That was a chance, but it went for a 6. So Surnam Patel, another big shot in the slot, and looks like it's gonna go over the fielder's head. 6 runs. A beautiful shot by Vivek Ubale.
And just as we were talking about us not seeing many boundaries, Vivek Ubale gifts us with one. And
I think he heard us talking, so he's like, all right, you wanted boundaries here, I'll give you one.
Yeah, he definitely showed us the ball before that he played. He tried that same shot. It was just a bit more back of length, and he didn't get much timing. This one was pitched up a bit more, and he was able to just get it out of the middle of the bat, and it was just planted onto the hill, bottom of the hill. At 66 for 3 in 9 overs, and I think if they can get 10 runs in this over, they'll be set.
Yeah, I think they're definitely going to be looking for 10 plus. Anything they can get 10 or over, they're going to be pretty happy with that. That will bring them close to 80. So, and we've mentioned 70 to 80 has been a pretty challenging score if you score that in the first inning. So I think that's their target, going for that extra 10 runs. They do have wickets in hand, 7 wickets in hand, so this is where they need to just go for it if they want that.
And I'm happy to see Preet Patel get the ball. He's a skilled bowler. I think if he can just keep his line and length on the dot, he can restrict them to under 70. But that's a tough task ahead of him, but I think he's very well up to it. As Parin Patel, 18 off 20, will get strike. He'll be looking to boost his strike rate in this over. Anything he can possibly bet, he'll be looking to take, as it's... Oh, that's wide down the leg side, and keeper does get a hand to it. But
yeah, I think he's going to get that extra run.
They'll just get back for a wide +2, and these are the runs that Hellraisers cannot afford. Sorry, Samp Army Warriors cannot afford to give away.
Yeah, so they're closer to their target now. They were probably targeting extra 10 runs now. Anything over 10, they'll be happy if they can get. So they now have an extra delivery.
As Parin Patel will be taking strike again. Set batsman against Preet Patel. Down the leg side, go. He helps it on its way, and that'll get away to the boundary. And Parin Patel, he'll take that with open arms as it goes 73 for 3 and 9.1. 7 runs in the first ball. And could this be a turning point in this game where Hellraisers just get that upper hand?
Yeah, they're going to be disappointed with this start. I mean, they were doing pretty well, but getting 7 runs of the first delivery, getting them closer to 73 in 9.1, 5 more deliveries to go.
And actually an interesting stat, in the first 4 games, every time a team has batted first, they have won the game. And it could be a possible repeat of that, as he just sneaks through a single, 74. But, you know, as we say, all hope is not lost. It'll be a tough chase, but definitely a possible one.
Yeah, looks like that's what's gonna happen again. I mean, if you score anything over, like we talked, 75, 80, I mean, you're in a driving position. So, not sure what Samp Army his batting lineup is like. I didn't see their first game. I'm not sure if you were there to see that, but I'm sure they have big hitters. They got smart batters.
Yeah, I was lucky to actually play in that game against Samp Army. They do have a strong batting lineup at the top. Surnam Patel that batting lineup will be spearheaded by Surnam Patel. He's been doing very well this year. He'll be looking to get a flyer starting the power play, and you know, Varun Papuri obviously comes a little bit down the order, but you know, he has some good stroke play. As they just get back for 2, as Vivek Ubale on the slower delivery flicks it away into the mid wicket.
3 balls to go, 76. Oh, shuffles and tries to scoop that up over the short third man, but gets a 1. I mean, that's a shot that we've seen a lot in international cricket. So once you can get it right, I mean, you can be rewarded.
Yeah, that was some clever thinking from Vivek Ubale. It seems to have struck him on the arm, though. It's just a bit late on it. As you know, if he just got in the middle of the bat, that would have been another boundary, and they're just boosting their score.
Yeah, 2 more deliveries to go, 77. Hellraisers be looking for a couple boundaries. If you can get over 80, 85, I think they'll be pretty happy with that score. So 2 more deliveries to go. Preet Patel is looking for his first wicket. He has not got any wickets so far.
And inside edge, they'll push back for 2. Oh, Parin Patel did not seem interested in that one, and you know, that's where you have to kind of steal runs. If you can just push back for 2 there, you get the set batsman Parin Patel back on strike, and you know, these are the things where you can put pressure on the fielding side, and that's where the sloppy work comes into play.
Yeah, but I think Parin saw Surnam Patel coming from deep square, trying to get that ball, and he was pretty quick to get that ball back to the bowler. The slower delivery, a good ball, looking for 2, and looks like Parin Patel is coming back for 2. It's going to be an easy 2, and that should end the over.
And they'll end on 80 for 3, and a very, very tough target.
Yeah, 10 overs gone, 84-3. As we look at the scorecards from the Hellraisers, we had Govinda and Sherwin open. Govinda 13, Sherwin 10. A good start by them. Parin Patel came in one down for 24 for 23. He was the pick of the batters. And then we had Nehal Pari come in 8 of 8, and then Vivek Obale coming in, giving us couple big hits for his 12 and 5. So Hellraisers ended with 80 in the 10 overs. Now we have Samp Army bowling, Warren Papuri, no wickets for him, 1 over 11. Prit Patel 20. And then we have Prince Patel coming in, 2 overs, 8 runs, no wickets. Ritesh Patel, 2 overs, 12 for 1. Abdul Hamid, 2 overs, 11 for 1. And Sarnam Patel with his 1 over for 15. So a good comeback from the Samp Army with their spinners. And we'll see you guys shortly as the Samp Army going to chase 81 in 10 overs. Welcome back, viewers. Samp Army is chasing 81 in 10 overs. Vivek Obali to open the bowling and to Sarnam Patel. Good start. Good line and length from Vivek Obali. We know Sarnam Patel is a great batsman. He's been scoring a lot of runs this season. He's been in form. He's definitely going to be looking to steer Samp Army to victory. We haven't seen a team batting second chase down the run, so let's see if that changes today. A good quick run down on leg side. The bowler Vivek Obali going back and the overthrow and nobody backing him up, so it looks like they steal 3 runs. Can't be doing that. You gotta be supporting your bowler. You gotta supporting your teammates. Every ball matters, every run matters in this T10 blast we have going on here in Church Street Park. We got beautiful scenes, the lights are on, and the chase is on. Mohammad Abdullah coming in to strike. He's a minor league Cardinals player. So we know he can bat. He's not been a great touch so far. So it'll probably be in the back of his head trying to score some runs for his team today and support Sarnam on the other end. Shot delivery pulled, connected well, fielder running, and he does cut it off. So quick 2 runs from the batting side. It's been a pretty good pitch so far. Good even bounce. Three more balls to go from Vivek Obali. Good start from him. No extras, which is key. We saw Samp Army bowlers giving quite few extras in the first few overs. Another short delivery, but this time just tapping it down. Much more quicker than the last delivery. Still no fielder in the square leg or deep square, so anything he can get on that bat could have gone for 4, but it was a good quick delivery from Vivek this time. We got 1 slip. Oh, big swing. Looks like there's a movement right outside of stump, swinging outside, and misses in that occasion. Looking for a big hit there, but could not connect at this time. So good delivery from Vivek. So 1 over gone. Samp Army 5 for no wicket. You got a new bowler coming in, Shiv Patel. We've seen him bowl before. He's a good bowler. He's quick through the air as well. He's played a lot of games with Sarnam, so I'm sure Sarnam knows how he bowls, and I'm sure he knows how Sarnam bats. Outside off, slashed, outside edge, but goes good work from the fielder at the boundary for 2 runs. He had the fielder there, but he slashed it pretty hard, so it couldn't go. So it could go past him, which he did. So a good start by Shiv so far. Like I was saying earlier, Shiv, these two guys know each other. They played in the same team in the league matches, in their league. Oh, quick delivery down the leg, but might be a wide. It is called a wide, and the steal 1 run. A miss from the keeper. It's like it's shoving the keeper. He's shaking in hands. It might have hurt him. Abdullah on strike now. We saw the ball moving outside for Sarnam Patel, but let's see how Shiv reacts to Abdullah on this occasion. Slightly short, straight to the fielder. No run there. It's a good comeback from Shiv. He's a pretty lanky person, but a quick person, quick run up and a quick action. Oh, another shot delivery, but nobody down the ground, and looks like the long off fielder coming through to cut that off, and 2 runs in that occasion. Couldn't time it as well as he would have liked. Short delivery, pulling it straight down the ground. That's a hard shot to kind of hit. If you got to be pretty quick and pretty strong to hit that shot down the ground. There was nobody on the leg. Oh, looking to slog sweep it and looking to go across, but Shiv Patel with an outswinger, beautiful ball, and Abdullah looking frustrated a little bit. Not sure why. I mean, he's just got there, so he should definitely take some time, stick around, and support his teammate Sarnam on the other end. Oh, another miss by the keeper. Not sure what's going on there, and miss. It's going to be called a bye by the umpire. Thought it was a wide, but it's probably close for the umpire to call it a wide. But another miss. What a great delivery by Shiv Patel. All right, welcome back, guys. Sorry, there was some technical difficulties we've been having here, but hopefully it's been fixed this time. Samp Army chasing 81 in 10 overs. No wickets gone. 2 overs gone for 12. We got a new bowler coming in. Oh, swing and a miss. It might be a wide. It is a wide. See the attention from the batsman. Anything outside off stump, he wants to slash it, but just missing it on that occasion. So Rishikesh is the new bowler. He'll be looking to get some quick wickets. They need some quick wickets. If slower delivery outside off stump, slashed it down. The fielder chasing that point, and she does a great job there. And looks like they scored 3 runs. It's a quick running by between the wickets by the batsman. Slightly looser delivery from the bowler this time, but Abdullah definitely get on that and slashes through the point for 3. So 16 runs done. Need 65 more in 7.5 overs. The chase is on, guys. Let's see if team batting second does the job or not. We haven't seen that at all. We've seen a lot of teams batting first have won most of the games. Rishikesh continuing his second delivery. Sarnam this time. Down the leg, it might be a wide. Another miss by the keeper. A sloppy work there behind the wickets. It's the 3rd or 4th time that he has misfielded, and there was an opportunity for the batsman and they took it. So quick running, quick eyes by the batsman, stealing that extra run. So 2 wides called. Oh, swing and a miss by Abdullah. Not sure what's he's doing. Looks like he's just playing across the line. A slight movement away. Rishikesh, a good line and length from him. I'm sure he knows that anything inside his arc, Abdullah is going to go for it. So he's keeping the line and length right outside off stump, getting the ball to move away from him as well. So another one. Oh, there's an outside edge, but it's a hard catch for the fielder. So just stealing 2 runs. Fielder does a good job cutting that boundary. So good bowling by Rishikesh so far. Abdullah looks a little bit shaky at the moment. Just going across. There's nobody down on long off. There's only one fielder on the cover, so he should just try to play straight and get the ball rotated and the strike rotated so he can get Sarnam on strike. Outside off stump and outside edge again from the batsman, but the steal a 1 at that. So looks like it's going to be end of over. Or there are, I think, 2 more deliveries to go. My apologies. 21. 3rd over still going on. Nine runs so far bowled from Rishi. So not a good start from him. Another wide call by the umpire, so not a good start by Rishikesh. That's his 3rd wide in this over. The first 2 were a misfield by the keeper, so taking that extra runs. Still 2 more deliveries to go. 10 runs off this over. Full toss, swing. Couldn't connect it as much as he wanted to, so a miss hit, but is awarded 1 run for his shot. There was a fielder down on the boundary, deep mid wicket. So 58 more needed in 7.1 overs, 1 ball to go. Good over for Samp Army this one. They've already got 11 runs, so hopefully Abdullah can try to rotate the strike, keep the strike, and not go for the big hits as he's been trying to go and missing everything. Oh, shot delivery coming down the ground, but when it lands in no man's land. Not sure if it's going to be called a no ball, but looks like the batsman came down the ground, and it is not a no ball. And you see the batsman Abdullah shaking his head and is not happy with that call. So 12 runs off that over, 3 overs done, 24 for 0. The new bowler coming in, looks like it's going to be Andre Dreyer for this first over. Samp Army looking good so far. They got some runs, no wickets. They got wickets in hand, so 24 of 3. Need 57 more of 7 overs. It's definitely a possibility if they keep their wickets in hand and keep just rotating the strike and keep scoring those runs that they need. Andre Dreyer is going to be coming over the wicket. He's an unorthodox Chinaman. He's been playing a lot of cricket lately. Spins a lot, but going down the leg, running through the boundary, but fielder stops it. It's going to be 3 wides. Again, an extra run called, an extra run and misfield by the keeper. It was kind of hard to get that ball, but a good sign for the bowler. Has been spinning a lot, so that was a big turn. Abdullah's definitely going to be noticing that, and he's going to see. Coming down the track, going through the shot, and it goes to the fielder, but looks like he dropped it. It was straight through his hands and gives the life to Abdullah. So Abdullah's been trying to just go down the ground and trying to hit the ballers, but he's not been connecting as well as he wanted to, and this time straight to the fielder, but dropped catch. Might be costly for the Hellraisers. Good comeback from Andre this time. A little bit fuller this time, going straight down the ground, looking for a quick 2, but no, Suriname sends Abdullah back. A quick field by the Hellraisers on the boundary line, so it's a good attention. That's what they need if they can keep supporting their bowler. You can't drop catches in a T10. That's especially a big player like Abdullah, who's a minor league Cardinals player. A good start from Andre so far. A good sign for him as the ball is turning pretty well. And Suriname is watching that on the non-striker, so he's definitely going to be aware of that. Straight down the ground this time, straight to the bowler. Good ball. Good smart batting, just playing with a straight bat. We know Sarnam Patel has been scoring a lot of runs, so we know he can definitely score. So if he stays there for his big shot down the ground, a fielder coming one bounce to him. Just getting one run at this moment, so let's see. This is going to be a good contest between Abdullah and Andre, as you've seen him come down the ground, try to get that big hit. Oh, I think he picked that one really well. That was a googly from Andre. It's going to be an end of over. 4 overs gone, 31 for 0. Samp Army need 50 more of 6 overs. As we see these beautiful conditions in the ground, lights are on, overcast conditions. Good news is no rain in the forecast, which is going to be good. See another new bowler being introduced. It might be a youth player. Tanish. Tanish is a leg spinner. He's been bowling really well in his league and his team that he plays for. And he's a pretty loopy bowler, so he loops it up, but he has great control of the ball. Slightly short in that moment, down square leg, looking for 2, maybe 3, but races through the boundary line, so for 4. So taking advantage of that Sarnam Patel. Not a good start from Tanish. We know what he's capable of, so we know he can turn the ball, and you know he can be a pretty good strike bowler. You can see he's trying to rotate his arm, trying to warm up. Sarnam Patel coming back in strike, trying to see if he's going to go for a big one or not. He's got the 2 fielders down on the leg side, so straight to the fielder, but the quick single and a missed field by the fielder there, Parin Patel, I think, not backing up. Samp Army doing a good job, good running between wickets. So 37, 44 more needed. Swing and a miss in the gap. Looks like there's a fielder coming to get that, and he does. So another 2 quick runs from Sarnam Patel. So good batting here from Samp Army. Not hitting those crazy shots, just trying to rotate the strike, get an extra couple runs here and there. So good smart batting by these 2 batsmen so far. As long as the wickets are in hand, it's gonna be good for Samp Army to chase this. It's gonna be 39 in 4.3 overs. So 42 more needed. A good comeback from Tanish there. I think he was looking for a big shot but couldn't connect. He's looking at his toe of his bat. Might be in the bottom of the bat. He definitely went for it but couldn't connect it. So Abdullah facing the first ball from Tanish. It's going to be pretty interesting to see how he does against him. A looped up delivery straight down the ground through covers, but straight to the fielder, so for 1. So even though they're not trying to hit pretty hard or not trying to connect it as well as they would want, but they're rotating the strike, which I think Hellraisers were struggling. So they're still doing pretty well. Oh, reverse sweep from Sarnam Patel. And there's a little appeal from Tanish, but there's not out. So it looks like it's going to be end of the 5th over, 41 for 0. Need 40 more in 5 overs. You got to chase on. Forty more needed for Samp Army in 5 overs, but 0 wickets in hands. That's the key. They got the wickets in hand, so Andre coming back in. Straight down the ground. Quick first run, looking for 2, but no. Just settle for 1. Pretty smart batting from Samp Army so far. Surnam Patel and Abdullah. Surnam on 16. And then Abdullah on 18 in his 20 delivery. So doing well, even though there were a couple of shaky shots, but Andrew Dyer straight down the ground, but in the gap. Looking for 2 this time, and they definitely get 2. So good quick running from the both batsmen there. They played a lot of cricket this year. They are in form. Surnam, another minor league player who plays for Samp Army. And then we got Abdullah, who's been playing for the Cardinals in the minor league as well. So both minor league players doing well so far. Try to stare it down on the off, but couldn't connect to the. But that's okay. They're still doing well. They're 44 for 0. A big shot straight down the ground. Looks like it's going to be a fielder, but slides for just 1. A good field there from the fielder. Let's see Andre Dyer. He's got 2 more overs to go. Into the gap, looking for 2, but I think Vivek Ubala is a quick fielder there, so Hellraisers need to do something different. They need to maybe ump their amp. They're not talking. They're pretty quiet in the field. They need to get some wickets if they need to. Oh, big shot there. Short ball from Andre. And a quick 2 runs. Not a quick throw from the fielder. So that's going to be end of the Andre's second over. He gives 14 runs. 6 overs done, 48 for 0. We got 33 more runs to go in 4 overs. As you can see on your camera screens. Got game on. So all the Samp Army guys in the dugout, all the other guys. The other teams are already in the ground. We have a second game here against 11 Warriors versus Assassins. So don't go away after this game. We got a second game. But if you're not watching, come down to the ground. It's a beautiful night. It's always amazing to watch games under lights. And it's a T10, so the first ever T10 by Triangle Cricket League here in Morrisville Church Street Park. The launch strike looks like it's going to be Vivek Ubale coming back in for his second over. 48 for 0, 33 more needed in 4 overs. I think that was Hiren. My apologies, it was Hiren, the new baller. Starts with a top ball, so good start from him. Good shot, straight to the fielder, looking for a chance, and the fielder misses it, so not sure if it's going to be an out or waiting for the umpire's call, but looks like it's not going to be a not out, so good fielding by the fielder there. It's a little miscommunication, but and a misfield from the baller, but that's the chances you got to take. Every chance he got. Straight to the fielder this time as well, but a quick run from the batsman. So doing well, rotating the strike, even though it's straight to the fielder, so they're doing a pretty good job. Both the batsmen in the 20s. Sarnam Patel is 21 of 16, and Abdullah 20 of 24 deliveries. So new bowler, first over for him. So far given 1 run. So good start by him. Dot ball matters. A lot of dot balls. Dot balls are key to this game when you're bowling. Puts a lot of pressure in the batting side. Slower delivery, but dug it out. What a good delivery that was from Hiren. But equally well done by the batsman Sarnam Patel to get that through for just 1. 31 of 3. It's getting a little tougher. The required run rate is close to 9.3. They need some big overs. They need some boundaries here. I think rotating the strike might not just do it. So just a couple boundaries and an over. 1 over can change the game. So as long as they got wickets in hand, they can just keep rotating the strike. Looking for a quick 2 there. A misfield from the fielder. And looking, yeah, they're just going to be 2 this time. Fielder's done good, and the outfielders so far, they've been well, they've been quick. Not as quick as the batsmen though. They've been running quick between the wickets. The first run is always the important. You got to run quick for the first one to make sure you get that second one. So any young people watching, youngsters watching, young girls watching, always make sure when a big ground like that, run that first one quick if you want that second one. Always makes it easier. Another one straight down the ground, straight to the fielder this time, and as you can see, Sarnam Patel quick on that first run and coming back for a second again. So a good quick 2 runs again. So 6 runs from that over. Samp Army 54 for 0 with 10 wickets in hand. 3 more overs to go, 27 needed. Definitely a possibility. Are we going to see a chase?
Ladies and gentlemen, Samp Army and Hellraiser's game is going to the wire. Samp Army needs 22 runs and 2 overs. They've lost 1 wicket. Surnam looking really good. Surnam had some good experience with minor league games in the summer, and he looked in very good form tonight. And with Surnam is one of the local stars in this area. He's got a big fan following. Varun Papuri plays for Cheetahs in Triangle Cricket League. He has hit some good sixes this year. He's in very good form. One of the sought-after players in the Triangle Premier League auctions for T10. Vivek Kobale, who is Varun's teammate in TCL T10 Cheetah squad. He's bowling the penultimate over. The game is even Stevens, I would say, for 10 overs. I hope all viewers are enjoying this competitive 10-over game. I'm your commentator, Faraz Rafi. It's a pleasure to be here. That would be a leg bye. Vivek Kobale got away with that one. So 21 more runs to go, guys. 10 balls to go. This is what T10 cricket is all about. And I believe that the batting side is favored to win. That's just my personal opinion. Because the pitch has looked pretty good and the bounce has been very even, I would say. Here comes Vivek Kobale. That's in the air and dropped. And Varun is back for the second one. So 62 for 1. 9 balls to go. 19 runs to win. Vivek is bowling a really good over right now, under pressure. That was a slow one, nicely dug out by Varun. Singles are good at this point for Hellraisers. They won't mind that. Looking at the scorecard, Shiv Patel has 1 over to go, Tanish Dongre has 1 over to go, and Hiran Amin has 1 over to go. So let's see who the captain is going to go with. We've got a pretty decent crowd here at Church Street Park tonight. The crowd seems to love the T10 format as it's hits at 6s and 4s, and it's always raining boundaries. Wow. White is criminal at this point. But Vivek has bowled a very decent over. "18 runs in 8 balls. I believe now the game is even Stevens. If there's no boundary in this over, Hellraisers will be favored to win. Surnam has flicked that one, and they're coming back for the third one and made it quite comfortably at the end. So 15 more runs to win. Sorry, 14 more runs to win with 7 balls to go. A very important delivery. This last ball of the over coming up for Ubale. Ubale is a natural outswinger bowler. Bowls well with the new ball. Very nicely played by Varun. He's in top form. Goes for 4. Lovely shot. That makes the target of 10 runs in the last over. That was a great shot under pressure. So hats off to Varun. Papuri. Call him Paps. He's got a big fan following in this area. This year he has upped his game with bat and ball. And he's playing a blinder here, a little cameo. That takes a lot of pressure off Suriname. Last 10 overs off last over is a lot more manageable than 14. And let's see who would come out for Hellraisers to bowl the last over. Samp Army has 9 wickets in hand, but in this format, wickets in hand at this stage do not make a difference. A lot of kids here at the park today enjoying good times with their parents. We see some regular crowd members that come and watch every game now. So T10 has created a lot of excitement in this area. Hiran Amin is bowling the last over, and they are back for the second. That should have been only one, but good running by Varun and Suriname. So the equation is 5 balls remaining, guys, and 8 runs to win. It should be a comfortable win for Samp Army from here, but you cannot tell. You never know in cricket. So a leg by that makes the equation 4 balls and 7 runs to win. There's a few dot balls here and we're back to even Stevens. Like I said, right now I'm with Samp Army. In this format, they should be able to get 7 runs from 4 balls. Suriname has played a very good innings. And Varun has flicked it for a single. So the equation is now 6 runs from 0.3 overs. So 3 balls to go, 6 runs to win. Let's see if Suriname can hit a boundary. He's been there for a while for 23 balls. He's done a pretty good job for his team. He's on 28 right now. Here comes Hiran. Let's see what he'd do with his delivery. It's a slow ball, nicely played. It should be 2, and nice and comfortably done. So a boundary needed. 4 runs from 2 balls. This game has gone to the wire. Everybody's on the edge of their seat right now, including the commentator. The dugout is tense right now, I can tell you that much. Hiran comes in, bowls to Suriname, a slow ball. Let's see if he's coming back for 2. And that was a good throw by the fielder. Good job done by the keeper to make sure there are no overthrows. So this is what we all came here to watch. 2 runs needed, 1 ball to go. I will ask my colleague Babar for the rules and explanation if there is a super over, and there is a super over if it's a tie. So let's see what changes Hellraisers make to ensure that they don't run for two. I believe they should bring the field. They can close in the gaps and try to prevent 2 runs. I still see folks on the boundary, and I believe that's a bad idea at this point. I think they should be 2/3 or be near the circle, and they should entice Suriname to play a shot over their head because they can still get that wicket. So here we go. This is it right here. Heron comes in, bowls to Suriname, and it's a wide. So the scores are tied. That's the benefit of having a left-handed batsman, because it makes the bowler adjust the line and length. So 1 ball, 1 to win. Let's see if Heron can get a wicket for his team and send this game to super over. Here he comes. Bowls to Suriname, and Suriname plays a very good shot. Goes for 4, and Samp Army wins this contest by 9 wickets. What a game we had, guys. This was unbelievable. Went to the last ball. This by far is the best match of the tournament. And if you weren't here in Church Street, you missed a very tense match, and both teams are very, very tired looking at this point, as they have given their all. So to conclude the game, 10-over game between Samp Army and Hellraisers. This was, like I said, down to the wire. Samp Army wins it by 9 wickets, and we'll be back with the second match of the evening. Thank you.
last game.